Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. I did try to get you a video out on Saturday, but we had a big family reunion in the country, so time just got away. Just did not have enough time to sort all of that out. It was just a quick one. So we're just going to go for a wander in the garden today, look at what's happening in the little DIY greenhouse and what I'm doing for snails, for my little defenseless seedlings that are coming out of the greenhouse for winter plantings into spring. Bit of an update on what's growing here in my DIY greenhouse. Our potato onions from our own plants that flowered and produced seed this year, not so long ago, are up and ready. They were planted on 10th of April, so today is approximately the 3rd. It's the 3rd of May. This little plant that had a seed drop in at the nursery is growing really well. Little cacti succulent thing. I think I know the plant that it is, but I'll have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen. These are my Mandarin Imperial ones and my Sunshine Blue cuttings. I put the stick in just in case. Looks like it's still alive, but that's a Sunshine Blue, so Here's the next succession sowing of Far beetroot, which are a cylinder shape of beetroot or beet, and more potato onions. So they're coming up nicely. They're all fresh seed, but this black rice is not. I used to have a black rice plant. I don't know what the germination is for that, but they were only planted less than a week ago, so it's not too late yet for the black rice. These ones down here, I was wondering if they would actually come up, but we've got some citrus up. A family member was keen for me to try a navel orange that they were eating, and I didn't think they'd come up because they were taking so long, but they have. So there you go. Some more borage that's self-seeded, so we haven't got mini crunch cabbages in that from the last time. And the calendula, I believe, is also borage because it's a bit spiky and hairy on this leaf. So that is not calendula. Way overplanted cos lettuce here, and some Brussels sprouts, which I'll have to get out soon with a bit more snail protection than last time. So I do have a snail trap out there with the bait of apple cider vinegar and sourdough starter, so it's still a little bit of a slurry, and it should catch some, but I'm going to put some plastic little cloches over the top of these ones just in case. And this is my kangkong, or kangkung, depends where you're from as to what you call it. And I think it's just experienced a hot day soon after it sprouted. It loves water and it loves sort of an easygoing time, so we'll see if it comes back. It does have part of a leaf there, so it's been eaten as well. So not a great amount of these ones up yet. They are taking their time, the Far beetroot, but I'm happy to see the chives. They do need fresh seed chives. I have had issues with chives with old seeds before, so I know now to buy fresh seed. But it's not so bad, and true to form, I'm still trying to grow summer things. It's not recommended. This is just how my brain works. I think, oh, they've sprouted, they're a bit late, but let's see what happens. So these are banana chilies or palmero chilies or sweet peppers, so long thin banana shaped chilies. So what I'm going to do with those is keep them really covered and see if I can overwinter them, and then I'll be ready to go for spring. Well, it's not terribly pretty, but it's the only organic way I've found that really keeps almost I would say 90 to 100% of slugs and snails from eating your plants completely. I've got my slurry of apple cider vinegar and sourdough starter and a bit of water. so that attracts them and then they fall in and don't get out. There are my half containers which keep the slugs and snails at bay, including this one here, which fits quite neatly on top of my beer cup or solo cup. These little plants are doing okay. I thought I'd show you my latest seeds. So sadly the packets of 2 of them have been damaged. That's a long story, but I'll tell you that in a minute. They're both from Mr. Fothergill's. We've got Corona carrots, which are quite good in the winter and summer. They're good with heat, so heat tolerant and delicious apparently. No affiliation, I don't have enough affiliation with anyone. Hollyhock double with different colours. I thought I had some hollyhock seeds, but I don't. So both of these can be planted in winter in my region in the southern part of Australia. I went to Mitre10, again no affiliation, but it seems they only sell Yates seeds. I didn't notice that. So if you know Australian seeds, I think they're American as well. Are they in America? Let me know. They are a well-known seed company. Oh wow, 140 years of growing. There you go. And I just love the packet on this. I'm a sucker for a good packet. But it seemed that they are more of a double than the other one I was looking at, which was known for the good colours. And it is a climbing sweet pea, as well as having heavy perfumes, apparently ruffled, heavily perfumed blooms. And you can plant them in autumn, so it's a little late in autumn, but it says autumn, so I'm going to give this a go, and I'll try to sprout it inside and then naturalise it to outside. And they will be going over my big hoop archway, my circular archway there. I nearly bought a plant today, a mandilla. It was an aloha mandilla, so it was one that was a bit better for Australian conditions, but I didn't. It was $14.95 and these were $5 something, so I was good and I bought seeds instead. I have recently planted sweet peas, but they haven't come up yet. They can take a little while, so I'm just hedging my bets with some new seeds. I'm going to have to throw away so many seeds, but that's okay because a lot just are not sprouting, so it's been a bit of a sad season of seeds for me. So most of the ones I'm buying now are 27 or 28 that you have to sow them by. And these ones are autumn to late winter sowing because they're broad beans. I did have some broad bean seeds and they must have been too old because I planted them 3 times. 3 times this year, and none came up. So I don't think I'm that bad at planting seeds. But anyway, who knows? The other special I got was actually yesterday on my way to somewhere in the country. And it's $5 Boysenberries. Hubby loves berries on yogurt, and these are not in such bad condition. They pretty much looked like this yesterday morning when I purchased them. They went all the way to the country and back with me because I was on my way when I saw them. And then they got left in the car overnight and into this morning. So thankfully it's not so hot today. It's a bit of an overcast autumn or fall day. So I will cut these back. But as I was saying to a lovely family member this morning, they will be going dormant soon, but I didn't want to kill them before then. So I didn't want to leave them in hubby's car at his work, so I actually dropped by his work today. And I picked them up out of the car. So hopefully nobody on the security cameras thought something weird was happening. I did tell hubby. I fessed up and said I was coming to get my plants. There you go. I will trim these back and decide whether or not I'm going to plant them. With the warm weather they might be alright, but maybe not. I also have to find a spot to put them. We do have a tayberry here, we have a thornless blackberry there, so I'm kind of running out of space. I really don't want to put them against the fence because they might send out runners into our neighbour's yard. So yeah, suburban gardening does have its restrictions. So I will see. We'll see. These are our 2 raspberries, if you didn't know that. Chilcotton and a Tilmine. Anyway, That's the update on my prickly plants, which I wasn't going to buy. I wasn't going to put any thorny plants in my garden. But there you go. That's how it happens. And the reason why these 2 seed packets are a bit water damaged and still a bit damp is that they were next to the plants in the car. And I had forgotten that in the nursery where I purchased them, the plants had just been watered. So these little ones were leaking water out onto the thankfully waterproof mat in my car. But these copped the water, so I think they'll be alright. They're in a foil lined packet. Well, I hope you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.